It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and to Kingdom Come Deliverance as we continue with Henry's journey from Skalitz, trying to escape. We've been chased by some of Sigismund's men, so we are going to be in a rush to get away from them. If you are enjoying the series, then please do consider leaving a like. Also, if you think we are earning your subscription, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that red subscribe button. Trying to build up the channel, and your support would be really greatly appreciated. So we're bleeding and we don't yet know how to bandage your wounds, so we need to find someone who can help us. Well, we need to get the hell out of Dodge. So we will be following the roads towards our marker. We are being chased by some people, so we need to be aware of that. And I also need to be aware of my horse's stamina. So we'll have to keep an eye. Right, so we need to follow the stream. Keep heading left. Hopefully our horse will survive. I think I'm also losing health because I'm bleeding out. So this is going to be a major case of just getting to Talmberg and getting healed. Which by God I hope we can do. Okay, horse is running a little bit low on stamina. We're at the Conciliation Cross. Come on, horsey, you can do this. You can get me there. Ooh, I need him to recover some stamina. Go.
Go! They'll kill you all.
Oh, he hit me with an arrow. That's not good. Okay, well, serious wounds to parts of the body will significantly affect your capabilities. You can't run with injured legs. Wielding a sword isn't easy with a broken arm, etc. Well, that makes a good deal of sense. So this game goes for the realistic approach. I've also found it to be quite difficult already. It's quite unforgiving, but that's good. That's not a bad thing. Oh, we're going to have to canter. Come on, horsey. Please, otherwise I'm going to get shot. I know, you don't like it. Ow. Okay, just dodge arrows. Oh, thank God, we actually made it. That was close.
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ! Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Yes, good. Get rid of them. Phew, we made it to Talmberg. Excellent. A bit of safety at last.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Well done, Henry. You made it at last. Good job.
Tell me, boy. Who are you? And where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Definitely Tartars.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
God, poor Henry, you've been in the wars, my friend. You've been in the wars.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Barely.
Thank you.
Who is this joker?
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Let's go speak to his lordship.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So,
That is
I
not
don't
the
know
voice
what
I
army
expected
it
him to
was.
have
It
from his
was huge.
appearance.
There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Talmberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
No, he had a
Sorry.
brutal death.
It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
I quite like Robot. A loyal chap. Right, well hopefully we will recover, get some rest, and be in a good position to move forward. We've discovered our bed. How wonderful. Let's have a look. Anything nice in the room that we could potentially pick up? Seems to be like the main hall. Hello.
That's not what we agreed.
Oh,
When you've got a moment, go and see him, and tell him to come here without delay. I want to have a word with him.
I'll do that, sir.
I'll knock the dust out of his apron, the scoundrel.
Do you want a word, Sir Divish? No. Lady Villager. Okay, I guess we're not speaking to any of them. We're going to speak to Sir Robard.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I have to eat something. My insides
So we've
are
learned Sir
shriveled
Divish of
right
Talmberg,
They say he was a swordsman.
and we need to go with him to the kitchen. Well, let's have a look, shall we?
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Mid-sentence, okay.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's
Covered
been
in blood.
through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a
Oh,
little
thank you.
wine
Some
to wash
homemade
it down.
stew.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
There we go, a bit of manners.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Look at him, old dog. Good
When you've
honourable
done,
man.
You can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Right, next objective is to eat. The longer you go hungry, the weaker you get, and in the end you can even die. Different foods have different properties. An apple won't fill you up like a roast duck, but it will stay fresh for longer. Some foods can be more effective for healing. Lentil mash. Oh, so I have to actually eat it. Sorry, that's the wrong one, isn't it? It's down. What do I want to do? I want to go inventory. Lentil mash. Let's eat. That's taken off a bit of hunger, but not that much. Grab some cheese, grab some more bread. Some more cheese. I guess this stuff will keep longer. The duck legs probably won't, so we should eat them as well to get our hunger down. So let's eat the duck eggs. Where are they? Is this done in alphabetical order? How is this done? Roast duck. Eat, eat, and eat. There we go. We are no longer hungry. We are pretty stuffed. Let's grab these apples. Did I eat too much? Might have eaten too much. We're also a little bit weary and tired. So it would seem we need to head to bed. Let's talk to the cook though, see if she's got any advice for us. I've eaten too much. And I can't talk to her. Oh, I can talk to her. Where can I buy
If I needed
something?
some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
Interesting. Alright, well we might come back to her if we need some food. We have overeaten, which is a little bit annoying. Let's go to our lodge, which is... Where's our lodge? Is this our lodge? Nope. Maybe our lodge is over here? I think this is our lodge, isn't it? That's private area. This is our lodge. Hooray! Let's have a quick sit. Tiredness. If you're tired, your stamina and eloquence will also gradually decrease. So we need to have a good sleep. And I think it would be good for us to have 8 hours sleep. Wake up fresh in the morning. There we go. Let's get some good rest.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Looks like they're proper preparing for war here. Is there a place we can wash our clothes as well? That would be handy.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's
Well, thank you
just
very
what
much, Lady
need
Stephanie.
to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
What a kind-hearted person.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
We can chat. Why not? Tell her the story.
Right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I met my friends and we went to teach. I went to tavern.
I went
Oh
to the
god, no! I
tavern
just told her
to buy
about
ale for
Bianca.
Father.
No.
I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
Well, that was a success.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Me and Father talked about life. Why not?
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
Hey, reputation and level in
Sigismund's
speech.
horde
Good
was
boy.
already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
And yeah, we saw, let's say Cumans in Sigismund's army.
Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Okay, let's stick with the speech. Skalitz folk fled to the castle for cover. Yeah.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
And the siege of Skalitz began.
I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Well done, Henry.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
This lady is quite possibly the sweetest of souls I think we've ever come across.
And my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir M.A.T.E of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
That's quite the tall tale.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Henry,
Would
old
that
flirt.
were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
I think Henry's fallen in love. Well, that was quite the conversation they had, completely opening their troubles to one another. Oh God, and now we're having nightmares. Gee whiz, that was deep. Come on, Henry, you can do this. You are going to become a great knight.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Come on, Henry. And we also need to try and wash your tunic, because you are looking a little bit grim. Go to the battlements via the gateway stairs. Will do. Oh God, it's pouring with rain. Oh God, it's very dark, isn't it? Is there a way? Can we change the brightness? Graphic settings. That'll do, because I can barely see. Right, where's the stairs? Stairs are here. Onto the battlements, he says. Let's see if we can get across. Oh, we're in a private area, but I mean, it did say we need to get onto the battlements. Am I in the wrong spot? Yep, absolutely, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, sorry. Do we go down? Ow. I should have pressed A. Do we want to be in here? Sleep and save. We do not want to be in here. Okay. Do we want to climb this one?
Hey you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I loot!
Okay, apparently not. Oh, I don't even know where we want to go, sorry. Just causing an absolute mess for these people. Well, I feel like we want to go there. I guess then we have to go through this bit. Ah, maybe this is it. Oh God, there's so many doors. Yeah, this is it. Okay, apologies everyone. Hard to navigate with this map. Oh, this is not it. This is a lockpick. I have no idea where they want me to go. It says by the stairs. Maybe there's actually stairs by the portcullis. Oh, goodness. Right. Also, let's just change the look sensitivity, because that is so slow. I am... Save changes, yes. Not a great lover of it. Okay. Is there a staircase here for me to climb? Aha, there is, sorry. Bloody hell, hard to spot. Go to the battlements and talk to Captain not Captain, Captain Robard. About to say Ranzig. Oh, hello.
Up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you men down.
Let's chat with Robard.
What's going on?
Or Robard.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Take care now.
Very random conversation there.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a cold mate right there now!
Well done, Henry. You get to continue. Robard, what do you got for me, sir? Can I be of any help?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch at the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Farewell.
Thank you very much, Sir Robard. Battle of Nicopolis. Let's have a quick check of that. Battle of Nicopolis took place between the Hungarian King Sigismund and the Turks, led by Sultan Bayezid. Sigismund's army was made up of soldiers from France, Burgundy, Germany, England, Italy, Bohemia, Poland and other countries. In all, it was 10 to 15,000 strong, and the Ottomans, who at the end of the 14th century controlled the entirety of the Balkans, numbered almost 20,000. The experienced Turkish combatants routed the Christian knights completely, largely because the Russian and French knights disobeyed orders, attacked the Turkish vanguard under the misconception that it was the main force, and was subsequently crushed. Those who didn't die on the battlefield were brutally put to death, reportedly up to 3,000 men. The wealthiest were taken prisoner and saved only by paying a ransom, which they paid over decades. When news of the defeat reached Paris, no one believed it, and those who had initially spread the news were put to death by drowning for spreading malicious lies. The Ottoman victory was a triumph of Islam over Christendom, and the Turkish army represented a real threat to European countries, and especially to Hungary. Ah, interesting. Well, let's keep watch on the battlements. See what we can see. I wonder for how long we have to do this for. Wow. Is that meant to be like that? I would have thought not. What have we got going on? Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Oh, here we go.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
If you have to wait for something, you can skip time. Perfect. So that is what we will do. We will sit here and wait till morning, which is going to be only a couple of hours, about 3 hours. Hopefully it will improve our energy. Well, I guess we're not in bed, so we're not actually recouping any energy. It's depleting our energy, really. That's surprising.
Everyone to the Bailey battlement. Quickly, we have
I hear stuff. Stuff's going on. What's going on?
Let's go! Move it! Quick!
Go to the battlements of the Outer Bailey.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick!
We're going. Go, go, go. I don't quite know where we're going, but we're going. God, there's all the townspeople as well. Oh, Sigismund is here.
Jesus! We're coming at them like Skalitz.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be
a messenger cometh.
I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir M.A.T.E von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvard. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences
That was quite shrewd.
and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Interesting. Wonder if we'll get to see much of Sigismund. Good, they retreat. We live another day.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Well, quite a bit of story there. Lots going on. Bury your loved ones in Skalitz, talk to Sir Robard, and get a horse. Probably get a horse first before we start going back to Skalitz. But let's have a chat with Sir Robard, see what he's got to suggest to us. Hopefully a lot of admirable things. Let's have a chat, shall we? Sir Robard, thank you.
Good health, you.
I need to get to Skalitz.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
He did, but I need to bury my parents.
Died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Damn, I think I failed that quite badly.
And then come here too.
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
It has a strategic position, maybe for the loot.
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
This is how he's paying for his army.
Where did these Cumans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Thank you very much, sir. You've been very helpful. I guess then we need to somehow acquire a horse somewhere. So let's have a look in our quest log. Quest log to run. Optional is to get a horse. Well, I would like to do that. We also need to get out of the castle. Let's have a chat with some people about potentially getting a horse. I wonder if Sir Divish would give me a horse. Can't speak to him. So, fair enough. Alrighty then, let's head back. Oh man, I thought I was going to get trapped in here.
Those days.
Are you villagers alright?
God be with you.
Is there a trader somewhere?
I can buy something from or sell to?
Aye. Whatever, the pond keeper is your man. He ought to be by the granary. At least that's the last place I saw him.
Thank you. And what do you know about Sigismund?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
May the Lord watch over you.
Thank you, friend. Let's see about heading back towards the main keep.
Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their
Oh
faces.
wow.
I saw them.
As they're all here, aren't they? Alright, well we need to
Broth from corpses.
try and find... Oh wait, we discovered a trader. Are you the trader?
For Christ's sake.
Who's the trader?
That the world is nigh. Mark my words.
This chap? Oh yes, we can wash ourselves. And you are... Oh good, you're the trader. Awesome. Let's wash. Have a quick chat with you.
My respects to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Farewell.
Well, I'm hoping you'll buy some stuff from me, to be honest. Poor quality arrow, we've got 3. You can have them. Can I sell anything of... Selling the cheese would get me a decent amount. That's going to get me 6 gold, apparently. My wealth... No, my wealth is 0.6. His wealth... Okay, so he's going to... How much is he going to pay me? 10 gold. 10.6. We could possibly haggle. Oof, let's try. I'm probably not going to do very well at this, but we'll try.
Do something about the price.
Why not?
If you give me a little bit more. So 10.5. If you give me 11.5, I'd be very grateful.
Is this enough?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Alright, give me 11 and I'll be happy.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Hooray! Okay, we need to somehow look about getting a horse. But I think for now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have to end the episode there. Lots of story things happened. Looks like next episode we will get ourselves out into the main world. Please do consider leaving a like, subscribe, hit the red button. That would be greatly appreciated. Leave a like if you're enjoying the series. And I will see you all in the next episode.